we've got a campaign going on.
Indeed. Week 67.
Last time we got our crew handed back to us bloodied and beaten and kind of stressed out.
You could say took us. I think that would be a good way to do
it. But yeah, it was bad.
In time,
and
you will know the tragic
the plague.
Right. Dr. Sprawl is already level 6,
so only one
Zeus
person
is going to get a level out of this.
That said, I think I found out what the problem was with the previous attempt.
Oh.
And the problem was, for those of you who remember, I can just show you. Aha. We had this team here.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was not only did you have marking, but you had a fair bit of damage, and you also had 2 stunners.
On paper, it's quite good.
Right. The problem is that Zane did not have any ability to level up or did not have the item to increase his stun chance. And, 139 is okay, but when you have people that are wandering around with 90% stun resistance, that's not good.
Right.
The other thing is that, with these 2 people stunning, it's only the Occultist and the Arbalest that are doing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And if I mark, that means I'm not even killing one person a turn.
Right.
So if I'm going to do a team like this, I need to make sure that these 2 people absolutely stun their targets, and then I kill the last one.
Right.
Which means that the next turn, I can probably, if they have less than 90 base stun, I can probably stun again. And then only one person, basically one enemy per turn is attacking. That's manageable.
Right.
But it's when I have 3 or 4 people attacking all at once, it just gets completely out of hand.
Right.
So, again, the basic lesson here is, yes, champion will kill you if you don't know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, you have to min-max, you have to be ready.
That said, even though I say it will kill you, nobody actually died, so that's the important thing. I could take another level 6 crew out, or level 5. I know that at least one person was suggesting that. But I'm thinking I might actually take one of these crews with Rebecca and just stockpile some cash.
And do a cash run.
Right.
Do we have... we should probably check and see what any good trinkets and deeds we can get out there.
I'm not going to be going for deeds because it's for cash.
Okay.
Do good.
Yeah, like Flython said.
I can't see what Flython said because the window isn't sized right. There we go.
Plus the Cove enemies just hit so hard.
Yeah, the fact that I had the crab doing 20 bleed damage a turn.
Right. Yeah, 10 bleed damage and then hitting twice. Right. The Cove does not mess around.
Right. See, that's uncommon.
Good. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moon Cloak, very, very good for doing a dark run. We got one of those.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do this one. Because it's deeds, it's cash. The Moon Cloak, we've already got one, but it would still sell for a fair bit.
Do we?
Yeah.
I think we did.
We should. It's,
yeah, we have like every other cloak, but not
Shimmering
that one.
Cloak, Camouflage Cloak,
Did you
Sun
de-equip
Cloak?
and
Not
sword?
yet.
Yeah, I didn't think we did.
Huh.
Yeah, we have hella cloaks. But...
I had forgotten exactly how many cloaks we had. Oh, but that's a medium one. Do I have... No, I don't.
Don't have what?
A antiquarian for that. So
No.
it would just be one of these 3.
We don't need
Of
an
which-
antiquarian to get cash. It just helps.
Well, that's the thing. That's the best way to do it for cash.
I personally would still say that the opportunity to do a fairly reliable dungeon with some crew that does need to be leveled up, we do need to get. Now that we're done with all of the veteran tier bosses, it's probably worth it to start getting them toward level 5. And really, it's a Moon Cloak, it's deeds, it's decent cash, and it's unlike a lot of those other missions. The corpses are things we don't have to take anything back with us. Whereas if we tried to bring sacks of grain or bring the reliquaries, then we'd actually we wouldn't carry as much back.
I guess.
No, it's your call though. That's what I'd go for. But if you think we'd be better off hitting one of the apprentice tier, then absolutely.
My other thought was, especially if we went with this one, is that would get Warrens closer to 6, so it'd get one of the bosses to spawn.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense too.
And it's true that we need this, but if we do that, we wouldn't actually be able to go on a middle one if there is a item that we want.
That's a good point too.
So I think I will go ahead and go with that.
All right. I'd save Rebecca for a long because that'll probably level her up. Check her XP. You'll be getting 3 for a medium apprentice tier. She'll also be a level 2. Yep. Sounds good then. I forgot she had Nymphomania. Those rascals.
And I guess I'll need to bring in. I think I actually will need to bring in Zeus because
we want to leave Zeus idle.
Oh, right. Nobody else has any ability to cure disease.
What disease does she have?
Minus 20% damage, which is bad for a musketeer.
It's pretty nasty. Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't need a musketeer. And if we're going for Warrens, we can go with Batman.
Batman, the blackjack things. You could put Percy in the back and snipe, and one of her abominations up front.
What? A highwayman that's not doing point blank shot?
You bought your fancy, your back range belt buckle, and gotta put that on.
Weird. I'm not sure if this is how I'm supposed to do this.
It's lined up with 2 self healers and an antiquarian to help back rank heal too. So,
Daedra.
Because if you do it that way, he's going to have to transform, which if you're comfortable with, then.
Well, if I do it any other way, I can't Hounds Rush. Or Blackjack.
You could put... That's a good point.
Right.
What moves does he have in rank 1?
Who?
A Houndmaster.
He can Target Whistle, he can Hound's Harry.
3.
He can Guard Dog.
Guard Dog is it. That's the only other one.
Yeah, and Blackjack.
Yeah.
The important thing is that he doesn't get the damage against Beast.
The Hound's Rush and the Warrens is a no-brainer. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And, we've proven that Abomination with the lock is pretty beastly.
That was good.
So I'm totally going to go ahead and just do that.
Yeah,
especially since everything in here resists Blight.
Right.
So the only thing I would possibly want would be the Stun, which isn't really that good anyway.
Yep.
So.
Works for me.
Okay.
So,
where was that one for the...
Are there any of you all in chat playing Darkest Dungeon? You've been keeping up with the town events and the later patches and stuff like that, or really just watching us and playing vicariously?
Pointing and laughing at us.
Right.
Yes, we know. This is true.
Right. Granted, he doesn't actually have any ranged damage skills. Blight doesn't actually do damage.
Manacles
the range.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Huh. All this time.
Actually, I think I mentioned that to you
yeah.
a little while back. Then I think this would be good. Speed, damage, dodge, all that fun stuff. Okay.
It reminds me of the shenanigans that D&D players pulled in 3.0 when a whip was a ranged category weapon in a melee with a melee distance ranking. Nobody could parse that one.
Okay, that's dodge. I'm kind of thinking of going with Dismiss His Head, actually. Because he is going to be a primary damage dealer with Hound's Rush, I think.
It also might be a good time for a dark run, too. He's a lurker. This shouldn't be too hard.
If I did that, I'd have to get rid of the candle.
Yeah, the candle's good, but,
Well, let's see. What else do I have?
If he's going to be up front, you want to get actually, one of the stress-reducing items would be good for that. Yeah.
This one? If I did that, I could get rid of that.
And give him the bashing chain instead.
He's not going to be in the second rank. It wouldn't be of any use to him.
No, the bashing chain, by which I mean this padlock that does the versus damage and speed and
the extra
stuff.
10%?
If we don't have to carry torches, then we'll be...
I think that...
Yeah, Lock of Fury. That's pretty much the same thing.
I guess. I guess I could be lurking below 26. I'd prefer if it was less than that, but...
What do you mean?
If it was at 50 or low.
Oh, yeah.
Or lower.
Nothing does that.
Yeah.
If they want you to be in dark. So what all have you been playing, Flython? We're not usually on Steam at the same time with the time zone difference.
Hey there, Keen.
Hey, Keen.
Yeah, I guess I'll try it out. Walk of Fury.
Yeah, see, it's about the same thing.
Then
And even better is like not having an ancestor relic means that'll help keep his stress manageable.
right. Then I think I will take. Well, no. If I'm going for a dark run, I want to avoid stress as much as possible.
Right. It was funny is I was starting to say put the moon cloak on somebody, but wait, we don't have it yet. The dark bracer is a good one.
Oh, where's that?
Right there.
Crit. That would that'd be basically minus 15 damage.
True.
Oh, that would be if it's above 51.
Yeah.
So as long as I keep below 50, I'll be fine.
Right. And actually, you might want to, since you want to have him do Hound's Rush, I want to go ahead and put the Beast Ring.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Instead of the... Okay,
So I want that plus 12 dodge on him.
sure.
Okay, we have the gunpowder thingy here.
Now, I recognize Dark Souls, of course, and I've heard of Monster Hunter. What is Renowned Explorers?
Also, you'll have to tell me how Sultan Sanctuary goes. So I was curious about it. But I never did get to try it.
Ben moused the window over and accidentally full screened it.
There.
Windows wants to help us.
So it says. Let's see.
I was going to put in the belt buckle. He's going to put his big boy pants on.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The ranged and melee are the same color. I guess they just...
It's just attack,
physical,
I think.
right?
Kind of thinking of just going with that.
It's going straight up damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, if I do that, I'd probably be better served with that.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Alternatively, he does have the 10% protection. Could give him the...
Actually, I think he'll mostly be using Pistol Shot, and that has a higher critical bonus, right? Or am I thinking of the Grave Robber with her throwing knives? Crit 10, yeah.
So I could try to go for a crit thing.
You won't actually be using point blank shot. It'll mostly be Pistol Shot and Grape Shot.
Right. Yeah, let's go for it.
And dodge is always good too.
Yep. And then her.
And last but not least, could do the map for a chance to get more secret room.
True. Then maybe the candle.
Yeah, because she'll be the only one actually healing. Does she have her heal skill on rank 3?
She should.
Yeah, I think if we level that up to level 3, that should increase it to. That should give an extra point that you can that she'll heal by.
I'll try. I don't know if that'll be the case.
Yeah, there we go.
No.
So it takes guaranteed 3 with that one.
I'll still go for it.
Yeah, in that case, I'd actually give her something else because she'll only be getting. We can probably find a better item.
Well,
with
different
1 point
item,
of
yeah.
HP, right?
Let's see.
And nervous stab because you won't have much luck blighting anything.
Right. But I was actually thinking about either going with more protect me or invigorating vapors.
Vapors is good.
Yeah, I think I will go with that.
Yeah. If it's one of those rare full party buffs and one attack in 20, negated.
Because yeah, festering vapors is not going to help.
Exactly. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I think I am going to try
is FTL, but with Victorian explorers traveling the world and finding treasure.
Huh.
Really fun stuff. Yeah, that does sound really good, actually.
Surprisingly so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. He's pretty much good to go.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess the only one that you might level up is, I think, Percy saw all of his gear and levels at 1. Pistol Shot. Well, that Grape Shot really does anything at... lowers the critical penalty.
And a bit more accuracy.
Yeah.
That said, I don't think I'll worry about it.
If we're going to be using a skill, we might as well get that first level because it's cheap.
Well, we're just starting to run out of cash.
Yeah, but 125 won't break the bank. We'll be selling a trinket anyway.
Okay.
That's all we need from that.
Right. Let's go ahead and...
Yeah, notice when we were looking for cloaks, we had a duplicate in there. So we could probably sell that and get some cash.
Well, again, if the purpose of this is to get cash, then I want to scrimp as much as I can.
Right.
And I think this should be fine.
Yeah, okay. 3,000 enough to get there. We won't spend any money on torches. And actually, we may want to bring a couple torches along, like 1 or 2 torches until we have to toss them, because the Warrens has that. They have scrolls you can burn to remove a quirk, just like the Eerie Coral. Well, worth watching some stuff to see if it's for us. Same with Sultan Sanctuary. I have seen some of Sultan Sanctuary, like Mog streamed it once, and I thought it was okay, but didn't really seem too amazed by it. Yeah, if you do, I'll definitely check that out, Python.
And unfortunately, that looks like a battle I can do.
You'll want some herbs, or
what do I sell?
like I said, that one we have a duplicate green tier cloak in there. It was yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because herbs will get you.
What else?
Actually, that's probably going to be it.
No holy water or anti-venom?
Uh,
or bandages?
Bandages are only for the weapon rack, so we could grab one if you wanted to. Which may be worth it. I mean, if we find one, then. And let's see, herbs will do corpses. Anti-venom does. I don't think anti-venom does anything unless you get blinded by enemies, which you don't care about.
Then holy water?
Only if you get an Eldritch Altar. So
I'll keep one then. All right.
Holy water is very limited outside the ruins.
I think he's good.
There's always one, and it's a. If Sprawl's not here, that'd be unfortunate, or Flethon might know. There's always like it feels like I always forget one incredibly obvious curio whenever Ben asks me to do a rundown on something.
And you were thinking not to do Candle of Life.
No, it's 1 HP when she heals. So we could do boosts her damage and or speed probably. So actually, consider Nervous Stab's really accurate. Berserk Charm would be a good one. She'll be taking a lot of stress that way, though.
Yeah, that would be plus
25% stress.
Plus 30 stress, or
25% stress. Yeah.
I think I can risk that.
Yeah.
If she goes crazy, I think that she's the one I'm least worried about.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that'll help too. Get some extra stress reduction. Yeah, I think we're good.
Python says, "Luna looks good. I will trust your words."
Right. Adventurers, transform and roll out.
Remember, cash, cash, cash.
Cash is king. Oh, well, the Swine King was king, and then we killed him.
Aha!
Wow, secret room already. We want to swing around to get that when we're done, because that'll be the last time we'll use a key and everything. We want the firewood to be gone too and all that. Yeah. Also, don't forget to mouse over the curio things and see if any of those are quest locations, like that one. Yeah. So that's 2 of our 3 right there. and basically the more room we have for those trapezohedrons, the better.
Fair enough.
Chances are pretty good. That's the last thing we do before we bail.
Unless there's another one.
Mm.
Is there only one hidden room per dungeon?
Yes.
Okay.
Jeez.
Man, we have no luck whatsoever.
I think chances are usually good that you will get at least one. Like there's one there somewhere. Hey, Sprawl. You speak and he will come. He said, gosh, it's party formation restraining the urge to spurg out.
Spurg?
As in Asperger's.
Ah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Come on, you had your fancy belt buckle and everything. What did that motivate you to kill that spider? He says that is one drawback to the abomination strats. The fact that you'll be taking stress from every encounter because there's no way to use just the chain on even softball stuff.
As the
But
fiend falls,
so it goes.
a faint hope blossoms.
Well, again, that's just kind of the nature of the beast.
Right. Yeah. At least, and it's true. It's not as bad as it is because everybody will get at least a point back. In retrospect, we might have left the chain on them just to help mitigate the stress on everybody else.
Their formation is
Locking.
broken.
The lock, yeah.
Maintain the offensive.
Pickaxe down. Doesn't really look that decimated, though. So I'll go this way and grab the curio and then run back.
Right. Finally.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
So it has already been looted.
Paid for in blood.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, Sprawl, if you'd just been here a little earlier, you could have saved us. It looks like... Is that the quest location on the top right? No. It probably is going to be off
It's
in the
right
wild.
over here.
Oh, there's a third one. Okay. In that case, we could skip that entire left side if you didn't care for it.
But I do.
But you want the cash, yeah.
That's the entire reason why I'm here.
Exactly. We went through the trouble of bringing Antiquarian along, so...
Let's see.
I gotta say, the color-coded skills now, definitely, one, obviously makes it a lot more colorful, but, two, it's really helps call attention to things. Looks like they round up on stress. 25%. If you think a quarter again on 10 would be 2.5, and she got 13. Where it hurts. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever noticed before. It's kind of like you can kind of... Is that like the bone in his hand you can see, or is that like strapped to the side of it?
It's either strapped or actually put in, yeah.
Yeah. Biggie. A wretch.
There.
Not exactly enough. But even if it was a little close, the bleed still would have done it. Doesn't seem like he's really doing much damage. I guess, well, all these things have a protection rating.
Right.
And he keeps rolling low, too.
Oh yeah, no problems with sound sync.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was a problem last time. It's still the weirdest thing.
There we go.
Yeah, you actually got hooks for hands, right? But yeah, well, Sprawl, what I meant was more like, did he actually have his hands cut off, and you could see the the bone under there? Was that like a rod where it was like inserted and everything? I don't think I'd ever really looked too closely at them.
There we are.
I think it's supposed to be because of the lighting effect on there now, kind of makes everything stand out a bit more. Yeah, that'll work.
Not really.
He is really not doing much damage. I mean, that time he is a penalty to melee skills, but... Yeah, might as well. He transforms back automatically anyway. So I have to kill him before the next turn. Which the mission accepted.
There we go.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Also consider what fights you want to use the doggy treats for. Because we want to
Well, thus far I haven't encountered any.
Well, what I was saying is that we're going to want to not have them by the time we're done.
Right.
And you're not going to get any fights that are going to be hard enough to justify them with how good of a team we've got. I toss the holy water for the crests, but, fair enough.
We're doing this all for cash. I'm hoping to go through here with no things at all. Also, no books.
Yeah, fair enough. I was just thinking until we do have that.
Well, there's no reason to toss something we might use with something that I know I'm not going to.
Fair enough. I can understand that.
So this is all curios all day, every day.
Right. The only time you will see an Eldritch altar. Oh, wait, wrong one. You've got you're not selected on your No, Mayday.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Huh. I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, there's an encounter on that tile.
Okay. Start getting some things up.
Yeah, I want to try your best to dodge that kind of stuff.
Not that we can dodge that.
Right. Well, yeah, this could be a good one for it. Everybody's got protection, and you really want to do nothing fast.
Right.
Yep, there you go.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Just like that.
This is about the right time to ask the question, why are we fighting? You know, why am I getting vomited on? Is this really what I want to do with my
Yeah, this is what we signed up for, right?
Let's see, he can't hit with any of those, so...
Right. Ooh,
That's a good way of handling it.
pretty cool. At least, nice.
He is critting with all the things that don't really matter that much.
Right. Yeah, fortunately, only our ranged attackers are going to hit at this point.
Right.
Could layer on the... I didn't ask for this.
Fortunately, that doesn't actually prompt for dodging, so...
Right. It'd be nice if we could get auto hit, skills like that.
Right. Oh, that's only 1 damage.
Press
There we are.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, it's somewhat implied, Sproul says we are basically tricking and cajoling the adventurers to come here. That was the impression I got, because in the stagecoach they'll say things like, I can't wait to go out there and everything.
Yeah, there is kind of the element of, you're basically using people because they're going to die. But yeah, tricking them is a little bit of a harder thing to say, I think.
Right. But yeah, Sproul is right when he says that basically the player, your character, is the jerk at quest giver in RPG.
Let's
see. I think I'm going to...
Toss the jades. A stack of gold is worth more.
I'm probably going to toss the deeds, actually.
I would toss those last, I would probably. Oh, the anti-venom.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And what I was going to say was I think the holy water would be a better choice than or the bandages would be a better choice than the holy water, because chances are you might, with all those curios, you might get another rack of weapons, whereas you won't get any money from the Eldritch Altar. That's what you were really focused on. But fair enough. And the room battle with treasure, probably going to be a treasure chest, which will be good too.
For now, I'll go ahead and...
Camp there. Yep. Good time to get everybody some stress back too.
It's a goal without hope.
Alright. So we know that whatever stress relief you use on her will get a bonus to it.
Unparalleled finesse.
Oh, he's got both the melee and the ranged ones. He swings both ways.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like, I hope the abomination skills get patched at some point, because it seems like his things are always worse than everybody else's, or either they cost more time than typical, or they're not as good for the time units they cost.
Oh, what the?
If you really prompt you for, are you sure you still have time units left?
The way is lit.
Because yeah, I was trying to scroll that faster, and that was the exact moment when it prompted for the next thing.
Yep.
Oh well. These things happen.
Yep. Yep.
I know.
Maybe also, awesome. Maybe also decrement the torch a bit, get it back to 25. Or 50, below 50 I think is good enough for...
Okay.
Alright.
I need to have him grab the therapy dog. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is what you get for cutting off Dogman.
Yeah.
It's true. It is all my own fault. I will guarantee
to kill one of them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right. And that's probably the right call too, because those guys are probably the bigger threat. Nice.
That's a good way to handle it. Haha!
About time all those critical bonuses we gave him started to kick in. He had a 1 in 4 chance. Yeah, nervous state, I probably wouldn't have done it with that 6 HP left and the protection. Brigand Cutthroat. Oh, there's a chance it could have, actually.
Oh, let's see. Oh, it
sure
would have.
enough.
Fair enough.
It's so weird having an antiquarian actually having some damage, but she does have that Berserk Charm.
Then, yeah, let's go ahead and... I'm not actually using that, so
Right.
let's go with Cry Havoc.
He does have to be in rank 3 or 4 for that. Which, you know, that's fine. He can use all his stuff you care about from rank 2 as well.
Right. So yeah, I'll just swap these two around.
Yep. It would be kind of neat if you could like, you know, change or overwrite your chosen formation. Like maybe if you right click and on cell left click on it.
Oh dear.
Carry a Nitros. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Yeah, poor antiquarian. So,
There
he's so
we are.
stressed out.
Cleansed from our lands.
At least somebody's feeling pretty good about themselves for this mission.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Antiquarian going nuts.
Right. Yeah, what's the worst she's going to do, you know? And I'd even consider that we might get an unlocked strong box in the treasure chest for the Room of Treasure.
There.
Because, yeah, I'm used to them being in the Weald, where the strong boxes are just it's a thing.
This expedition at least promises success.
And... oh. We've already got 4 Jade. See if you end up tossing those when we get to the Room of Treasure.
We shall see. I'm willing to bet probably not, but who knows?
Yeah.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
It's kind of a letdown when we come in for this big cash run. We end up not actually getting a whole lot so far.
Well, we still have the 3 chapters of Hadrons.
That's true. That's true.
I think we'll get.
That's kind of what I meant by so far. While you're dealing with these guys, I will mention that the plinth in this room is the one that basically has there's basically like a 2/3 chance to give you one of the Warren's perks, or and the remaining chances you get a negative quirk, I think. So it might be worth it if somebody that doesn't have any quirks already, especially while you're here in the Warrens. I resist the debuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't try to vomit on her to make her go nuts.
Right. Yeah, that tends to be one of the more... They don't focus fire as much on the earlier or the lower difficulties. Oh.
That is unfortunate. Oh, there we
go. Oh, I got a disease on top of that.
The runs.
Oh, that sucks.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Well, while we're talking about our wish list
Ouch.
on...
And that's even a bad disease.
Right. We're talking about our wish list on patches. I hope they even out the afflictions. So it doesn't really matter. Maybe Pistol Shot has a best chance for critical, I guess.
One who has served a sorcerer and his evil lurks everywhere.
Interesting. I didn't. That's right. You start getting people's backstory
When they go nuts.
Yeah. I guess I can see that. He's about to die from bleed anyway, so.
Right. Well, that could have been better.
Yeah. What if there are any trinkets or anything that increase? Well, there's the tambourine increases your stress heals, yeah, or for jesters only. Certainly, if there's any generic thing that does that.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Okay, so we can drop that 1 jade for the onyxes, or for the onyx.
Okay, so that's another So that's another room battle, so I'll go ahead and keep the doggy treat and use it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can lose the 1 jade for that.
Right. And 25 gold I wouldn't stress too much about. Actually, if you check the map, I think we don't need any more shovels, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said that gives a quirk?
Yeah.
Positive or negative?
I think basically it's a 2/3 chance of positive Warren's quirk, and the remaining chance is a generic negative quirk, I believe. Or it might be negative, or it might be penalized on stress, but it's worth it if you've... Yep.
Scrounger.
It's got a chance.
Yeah. Well, he has the one that lets him get the extra chance to do it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, what's...
That is use a torch and remove a negative quirk. Really, none of those are that bad. I guess she's got two kind of nasty ones and a locked-in one. And he has what does Lurker do? It's damage, right?
Yeah.
I guess you might try to get rid of Diurnal because that's at cross purposes with Lurker.
Yeah, let's try it.
God Fury. Well, oh well.
It's all right.
And now, if we need to drop anything else, you'll probably drop torches. Your odds of getting another.
Well, we know that there's no Shambler.
Yeah, there's no Shambler, and your odds of getting another torch or not getting another torch, of getting another scroll to burn aren't that high.
Right.
That's for the next one.
Yay!
Sweet. Kind of odd getting a surprise on. Well, you do have Houndmaster, and a Highwayman.
Right.
So probably pretty good at ambushing people for opposite reasons.
Yeah, I think there's only one fight. No, this is the last fight. Aw.
There can be no hope in
Lead me to my doom.
no hope at all.
Like the end's in sight. Would Grape Shot kill the guy in front? Probably not.
The important thing is that another rake will kill him.
True.
So I just tried to finish him off. Didn't work, but actually, I bet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, and with the that kills him for sure. With a bleed, might get well. Bleed is only one, but still.
The important thing is I killed one and weakened others.
Exactly.
Nerf.
He's not amused. Very relaxed and subdued reaction to this. There we go.
So he didn't care if his buddy died. But...
Yeah, he's gone crazy anyway. I wonder if the rake thing is bugged because he did less damage that time. Even though you're supposed to get more damage out of it. Guess it's just good old RNG.
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
Yeah.
Of course, it is entirely possible that it is bugged. There we are. Oh, there's a bunch of shovels.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Push on to the task's end.
I guess I can get rid of the torches.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe burn one because 25 it doesn't hurt anything, and toss the other one.
Okay.
Or actually, no. You leave the torch at 0 because we're about to open up a chest.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm about to say right.
No,
you're right.
The darkness holds dominion. Black
Switch
as
start.
death.
Yeah. Key?
Yes.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah. I guess it's true there could be a hallway battle here because we didn't explore it. And sure enough, rubble there too. So we can either just deal with it or go
Such
around.
blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Yeah, I can go the other way around.
Right. That one's blocked off too.
All the way around.
Okay. And we got the food for it, so
We should, anyhow.
you keep your eyes open if a enemy tile pops up because that could be a Shambler in pitch black.
Right.
Not a reference to the pitch black mod.
Why are those still there? I burned them.
You burned them, right? Literacy must not be tolerated in here. That's one of the things where it figures,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the instant that you said, throw it away, what are the chances? I should have immediately known. What are the chances? Pretty darn good if Wayne suggested it.
Right. Now, of course, here's the thing. What are the chances of getting a hunger event with only having 2 food left?
Well, if so, we'll just have to eat it.
It's half expecting a blockage on this hallway, too.
This one's been scouted.
Oh, it has been?
Yeah.
Straight poker head. Oh, not books.
Illiteracy, no!
Suffer no book learning. Okay.
Nope, more books.
And room battle.
It's a quest location.
Oh, it is. Okay. Sweet.
There we are. Decimated.
There are definite scare quotes on decimated there. All right. We know what this means.
There.
Weird. Not sure what that was all about. But
nor me neither.
Let's see.
Portraits I don't need. I don't need that extra key.
Yeah, exactly. And I would have taught.
Oh!
All that stress we got, I would probably say probably not worth it.
Yeah, because that one could be one too. And the important thing is we got the cash I was looking for.
I was going to say, instead of tossing heirlooms, we probably could just toss the holy water, but yeah. It was a decent enough haul.
Yeah.
We got ourselves 2 more portraits. A book we're probably just going to go ahead and sell.
Probably, yeah.
A penalty to speed. It's like, the blight and disease are marginal enough, Seems pretty unnecessary.
So, yeah, about 5,000 or so.
Bloodsheder, okay.
Ophelia. All right, Percy. Woo!
Well, that pretty much by the numbers.
Yep.
The
twisting
fresh air in the tunnels.
Resolve XP and damage in the Warrens.
I think this does kind of back up Sprawl's theory that certain town events are triggered by certain quests. You do 3 X's and then you've got a bonus with that area next.